This is gonna be a playthrough of Adventure Tale. It's a Roblox dungeon crawler game. It's going through a current, I guess rework of like everything. They're adding skill trees and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing Spear on this account because I have Spear level 20 my main, but I don't feel like going back and doing all of it. I mean, I like Adventure Tale a lot. It's a really fun game. Basically, the premise is that you get weapons and stuff, and you can go uh, to dungeons, and you basically just find you basically just complete the dungeons, you get loot, and then you just repeat. So like it's like every other dungeon crawler. You get past the tutorial. I'll show the other weapons because there's two tiers right now. There's tier 1 and tier 2 weapons. Yeah, so this game has range options, the bow and the crossbow. The arrows kind of just like track in, as you can see. You can aim off to the side and the arrows will just follow the opponent. But the bow is by far one of the best classes, well, in my opinion, because you have everything from crowd control to boss DPS. Once you level it up, and you get the higher tier spells. And crossbows are just good for boss DPS. And then here is magic. Magic is the best class in the game because, well, you can do everything with it. There are a bunch of different spells, classes. There is the fire class with spells. You just burn everything in sight. That's it. There's ice. Ice isn't that good unless you're running with a team, since since the main spell requires you to keep the enemies frozen so that we can actually do damage. Earth magic is more of a support type of magic. And then lightning magic, it's got a unique function where every crit does like 300% crit damage, but magic overall has like a low crit chance. And then there is one light spell which you get at the beginning of the game. There is dark magic that you get towards the later parts of the game. Dark magic's pretty good, but you lose health for using it. But then you also get light steal on some of the dark spells. And then I think the last one is poison. Poison's not good for PvE, but it is good for PvP. And that's also going to be a thing when the game finishes its rework. If you come here to the shop, you do have a bunch of cosmetics that you can buy, and as daily supply as daily suggests, there there is discounts for it. And yes, the game is inspired by Goblin Slayer. As you can see, you can get Goblin Slayer's helmet and chestplate and legs. But you can also get a bunch of other stuff, and here are the classes. The tier 2 classes will be costing 2,500 Aya gems. I think that's how I pronounce the gems in this game. While the tier 1s are only 250 each. For tier 2s, you are gonna need to get level 20 in the required classes. Like for example, Rapier would be level 20 spear and level 20 sword. Yeah, if you ask me, my favorite tier 2 class would be the katana because you can do the judgment cut from Virgil. It's pretty fun. Polearm and great sword, they're both really good classes too. And then if you come here to your inventory, you can also just press tab on your keyboard. You can see the perks you get from reaching the required level. Like for example, spear give me 5% melee attack speed, and the second one, level 30, give me two-handed weapons have 5% extra damage, and these carry on too. So it's required. So it's recommended to level up all the classes so that way you get all the perks. And then the Game Pass, it should be somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's the standard Game Pass, 1,000 Robux for one extra loot in the regular difficulties, and then you get 3 extra in the raid. Raid is just all 3 of these combined into one, but then slightly more difficult than hard. So you gotta fight all 3 bosses from the previous 3 dungeons into one like giant one. Custom Plus is by far my favorite one because you can, well, essentially put on any cosmetic. Like if I had a level 40 spear, I can just put on the level 1 spear as my cosmetic in the cosmetic tab, and then I have level 1 spear cosmetically. Plus party size is only worth it if you want to be funny and go do like the 8+ leaderboard. And then the other ones are just, yeah, the basic regular ones. Fusion is you can sacrifice items to rank up yours. Like if I wanted to, I can sacrifice a bunch of spears to get mine from common to uncommon. The best rarity is godlike, which will sap all your money away. The blacksmith is you come here, and this is where you can inscribe weapon skills and stuff. So like for example, the spear would have the basic switch strikes, but I'm pretty sure the scroll variant of it is like spear thrust, which you just dash forward. There's the leaderboards, as you can see. The bank, you can come here, you can exchange a gem for money. It's not really like worth it. I'd say you just want to run raids and stuff to get money, so you also get money at the end of the dungeon. You also sell the items. This is the trading area. PvP test is over there, and the runes are down there. Runes are towards more like end game stuff, so I probably won't go for it right now. But yeah, I'll show you what the first dungeon's like. Which is the Goblin Cave. And I forgot Q is not my dash. I mean, it's pretty standard dungeon crawler. You have your enemies, you just kind of walk forward and stab them. there are wooden spikes that you'll touch and you take damage from this dungeon. I think it's the only one like that in the dungeons. Of course, if you set on torches and campfires, you can burn yourself. I would not recommend doing that. On my main account, I am a pro main, but I do use magic occasionally when my brother wants to use his rifle class. And yes, there is a gun in this game. It's a cross between a musket and a railgun, essentially. But it's one of the few classes that take both magic and range. And then also unique to the goblin caves is that you gotta kill the baby goblins, because if you don't do that, you can't pass the dungeon. And it's also part of the whole goblins lore and stuff like that. There is a different type of scroll that you can get from codes, but I don't think a single code is active right now. But it does boost your XP gain at the end of each dungeon, so you can level up faster. Yeah, I hate the Goblin Shaman. He's like the second worst boss. The first one is Goblin Champion with a normal difficulty. Also, depending on what weapon you have, it determines the loot that you get at the end of the dungeon. Like for example, since I'm using spear, that means I have a higher chance of dropping the spear weapons than anything else, and I have a lower chance of dropping the bow, staff, and shield. And those are the only four items, well, yeah, four weapons I can drop. This game also does do like fun events, like for Halloween and Christmas, where you can get cosmetic rewards as titles or outfits and weapon skins. I think the dev said there might be a data wipe on the rework. So when that happens, I'll do a separate series, basically just starting over my main account, since that one has the XP scrolls and all, like basically every single game pass besides party size and the extra rune. Also, runes in this is kind of like substat gambling in Genshin Impact. I don't play it, but my brother does, and I seen the substats in there. You can get like the warrior rune in this game, and you get something stupid like 8% more mana or like 4% more. Yeah, like minus 4% mana cost spell. You can also get like health increase runes and stuff like that. So it's kind of infuriating when you get a godlike rune and then it comes out with like mana substats. I don't think you could change substats right now. I think it was hinted at, but I might be wrong. It's been a while since I checked the leaks for Adventure 2. But I have the link to the Discord server underneath, or in the description of the video. And about ED, as you can see, I had videos on it. Yeah, I'll probably be doing more videos on it. I think I just got bored of the genre as all, because the only one I'm playing currently is Emerald Tower Defense. That one is simply just because I spend a lot of time on that game. And they're also doing a Dragon Ball Super update, and I want a Goku and Golden Frieza. There are warrior spells in the game too, besides for like weapon abilities, but they all come like later on. I think I just got unlucky in my first draws being a bow and a spear. Oh, I got lucky and got a hunting spear. Yeah, your daily quest would give you this would be your battle pass XP, but there isn't a battle pass for this right now, but there will be one later when the game over releases again. You get 30 IR gems, so technically you can get 90 per day, and well, that's gonna be a while before you can actually buy one of the tier 2 classes. You also can drop a rune keys. You'll be using these to go to the realms here, so that way you can get the runes, as you can see. And the runes come with their own set bonus and stuff. You can have up to 6 runes at once on your weapon. If you're using dual wield weapons, it'd be 3 rune slots per weapon. And then once you hit some levels, you can do the other version of the dungeons. So you're not limited to you're not limited to beating the entire first dungeon, and you could do the second dungeon. You could beat like all you do is reach a certain level, and you could do the other ones. Which I like that feature a lot. So that way I'm not stuck using like only Goblin cave loot. But if I remember correctly, Enchanted Forest is more for like rangers and mages. Also, you can't swap items during a dungeon run, but you can swap it before a dungeon starts. I think I'll do a smaller video going over the leaks for Adventure Tale. I'll do that tomorrow after I get off from work. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm gonna end this video once I reach, yeah, once I fight Goblin Champ this time. Level 4 staff. I think after I max out the spear and I either buy myself a general discount or grind a daily quest, I'll do sword next, and then dag after that, and then go. Yeah, I think I do something like that. Because katana is my favorite class in this game only because it looks really cool when playing it. And when it did first drop, it was the best class in the game because you could have cleared the current dungeon at the time, Bandit Castle, in like roughly 5 to 6 minutes, I would say, if you're running a person with the katana class is basically the same gear as you, and it's only due to the judgment cut ability. That's pretty much it. Finally, I got accessories and a helmet. Okay, so I didn't touch on this though, but at the bottom of your inventory, you see you have these four slots here. These three can either be a accessory like this or a spell like this, and the fourth one is just an accessory slot. I think this is the worst part, trying to chase around slingshot goblins because all they do is run away and shoot rocks. I think after this dungeon one run, I might just speed up the footage of me only fighting the boss, so you don't get to see me kill like 1,000 goblins. Yeah, I'll show you a cool part of fusion. So as you can see, if I put in my level 4 hunting spear and I put in two of the same of it'll instantly fill up to the next bar. Versus me putting in like 4 of the level 1 spears, you can see it only gives me up to like half of it. So it's really nice getting duplicates so that way you can level up easier. So like for example, now that it's uncommon, I would need 4 hunting spears to get up to rare. And then of course, you can also just use other items. But I don't have enough stuff to get my gear up to uncommon yet. We'll put the healing spell on. Alright, well, I hit level 6 now, so some items in level 6 dungeon for a Goblin Cave. I saw the boat, didn't I? Did. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't drop a potion during the entire run. That's whatever. Yeah, I can't do anything. Okay, and then I forgot to show this, but there is a show loot button. So I could have had a chance to drop any one of these items, but I got stuck getting complete garbage. Right. This would have been good, the rabbit's foot. But I did get lucky and get a bone necklace, so I'll take that. But here's the loot table for the level 6 dungeon. I'm looking forward to the Warfang Spear. As you can see, this is where you start getting the I forgot these are called. Okay, well the items for the gun. So yeah. I'm not gonna do hardcore on this because I know for a fact I'm gonna die to Goblin Champion at least twice. I think Goblin Champion is my second most hated boss in this entire. Actually, no. He's my third most hated boss because there are two of them in the Mana Mines, which is currently the last dungeon. There's two of them that just like really make you want to punch your screen and like blow a hole through it. Yeah, but I think once you reach hard difficulty in the dungeons, the room should change to 3. It should only be 2. Yes, I am correct. There's only 2 rooms. Also, it's another cool thing about Vegetarial that the dungeon is randomly generated, so you won't have the same like set of rooms for each run. It'd be completely different. So at least it slightly spices up the gameplay loop. I missed all my strikes. I can't aim. Also, yes, the hitboxes in this game are kind of janky, and yeah, ragdolled. And I got garbage loot. Not surprised. But yeah, that was the Goblin champion. I'm surprised I didn't die during that. When I first fought him during the beta, I did die repeatedly, so that was something. But I think this will conclude episode 1 of Venture Tale. Then episode 2 should be out in a few days.